Yo, it's from Marcus from City back to the video. Today we're doing another Balloons Tower Defense Battles game, but this time it's gonna be a late game video. And by late game I mean like 35 plus. That's what I determine as a late game. Like once you hit that category, like you've officially hit late game. I feel like because you can only get around 40 as the max, and then you hit sudden death. So I feel like 35 plus. You could say 30. I guess that's like mid to late game once you hit 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, but here, I'm just going to say this is definitely a late game because 35, most people start having to rush each other because they're down on lives. So for a lot of my people who are playing this game, like you're not really familiar, if you are down on lives, right, like we both start at 150, if you hit round 40 and you both survive round 40, but one person has less lives, they automatically lose, right? So they have to rush before then, so like round 38, to beat you before they die. However, it's usually like, I mean, if they start rushing you around 37 or whatever, they're probably going to send you BADs, which are big purple balloons, and you're probably not going to be able to defend them, right? Unless you have like super monkeys and a bunch of abilities to handle them, you might not be able to defend them. But the amount of money that they're going to spend on that, they're not going to be able to defend anything you send them. So you could just, counter them with a bunch of DDTs, and that's pretty much GG's. Especially around like 37, man. DDTs are super strong, and fortified DDTs are insanely strong. So you need something strong for that. As you can see here, I am getting destroyed by pink balloons. Crazy, I know. Round 5 pink balloons are kicking my ass, but it happens. This is kind of how my strategy is going. I don't know what tower to start with. That's my issue with this strategy. Starting with the sniper, not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I love using the sniper, I use it a lot, but it is a horrible starting tower. And on this map, I don't really like any other starting tower options. Like, I don't want to start with a monkey ace, because I run the ace with this strategy a lot. I never start with it, and I never even show it until like I'm about to turn it into a Spectre. You know what I mean? Like a Spectre gunship. Once I know I'm getting enough money to make that happen, that's when I pop it down in the ETN area. That way I automatically get the camera detection for it, and I don't have to waste money on that. And I can get the super good side where it shoots super fast and is stronger. It shoots more darts. So I just drop it down there, and that's what I go for. That being said, it's definitely not the best option out there for like a later game tower. It's pretty good though. I think you get that, I forget what it's called though, whatever is above the Spectre gunship, like the mother gunship or whatever, and you can pretty much destroy a lot of stuff. You'll see me with it at the end of this gameplay because it's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite 5th tier tower upgrades to just like, I don't know, it just looks cool. And they just did a really good job with the actual aesthetic theming of that monkey ace skin. That being said, starting my sniper spam. That's my other way of, making money, is I'm going to spam these snipers and supply drops, and I'm going to make money that way. So as you can see, I got my 2 snipers up there. My goal is to just keep making money. So I'm at 600 eco, round 10. The only reason I don't have more eco is because I'm worried about him rushing me. So I need to get this bouncing bullet up. Once I get the bouncing bullet up, then I'm pretty much good against all those rushers. Like you see those green balloons down there getting absolutely destroyed by every shot. So this is a super duper long map, and I have plenty of time to deal with any sort of balloons that I'm sent. The other thing is I also got my flash bomb up, so I'm pretty much good to go. Like he's gonna have to send me an immaculate amount, like a $7,000 Legion Rainbow Rush, for me to not be able to battle energy and push through with like all this other stuff. But he probably won't do that. It's probably not worth it to him, and he wants to get his money up because he thinks we're probably going late game. Now, big thing with this strategy is I like to get my eco up to about 1,000, and once my eco hits 1,000, then I just start spamming like I'll get my first supply drop up, and then I'll use that supply drop eco, right? Once you get the first supply drop up, to spend that 2 grand on pink eco, and you'll make enough money doing that to where you'll pretty much get up to about 1,500, and then I get my next supply drop up with, you know, like another 30 seconds of waiting. Once you get that one up, now you've got 4 grand coming in from supply drop eco. Once you get that, you drop the rest of that money on the pink balloon eco, which will get you, you know, a bunch more money, and you just keep cycling that train of thought right there until you hit, you know, however many supply drop sniper monkeys you want. That being said, I did waste, I guess you could say waste. I spent a lot of money going for the cross pathing on all these snipers. I don't think you have to do that. Once it's determined that, like, hey, they're not really rushing you, we're kind of going in late game. Once that happens, then, you know, you don't really need to do that. But I think it's very helpful in case they send, what I could have sent to kill this guy would have been a steaming hot pile of lead balloons. So like the 80 grouped lead rush, I guess you could call it. I could have sent him that. I could have sent him, like, I don't know, 5 sets of those and absolutely destroyed him. I just chose not to, or didn't think about it, because I kind of wanted to go late game anyway. So yeah, we are spamming the eco. We're up to 1,200, 1,300 eco right now on round 19. I think that's okay. I don't think that's by any means like outlandish. I'm definitely not like, it's not the best out there, it's not the worst out there, it's okay. But we do get our sniper supply drop up, and now that we're pretty much creeping up to 1,500 eco, I mean, we could definitely go for our second supply drop, right? We're going ahead and planting down another guy. This is where we needed this is a good thing about the sniper, because there's so many different setups that you can use. You got a stalling side of the sniper, you have a money side of the sniper, and then you have just a straight balloon popping power side of the sniper. And that's where we needed right here. I have to boost this. He's purple balloon ecoing me for some reason, so it was a little bit stronger than I needed. And I haven't destroyed these obstacles yet. The 2 obstacles on the actual plane path or balloon path, those are super annoying. On whatever that map is, like that patch, whatever it's called, with like there's like 50 obstacles on it, and you have to like constantly buy stuff that way you can actually see the map, because there are so many obstacles. That is the most annoying map of all time. That map alone, I don't know what it's called, but it absolutely sucks. I can't stand playing it, and it's completely annoying. That being said, right here we get down another supply drop. It looks like up to 1,600 eco. I'm spamming the eco because I feel like he's not really, this guy's obviously not very good. Like, we're looking at his defense, right? He's got Etienne, which is the same guy. I got the same little hero right there. Mine's by the pool, like by the pond in the middle of the map, and his is like towards the front of the map a little bit more. And the benefit of that guy is it gives any tower in that range camo detection. So they can see the camo balloons that you can send out. You can send region balloons, camo balloons, and fortified balloons. And being able to see camo balloons, not all towers can see them. So you would run a tower that can't see them and put it in his little section, so now that it can see them. But he didn't do that. At least not in as efficient a way as possible. While that attack spot does look like it's going to affect multiple areas, it's really not a good place, just to be honest with you. So, I get up another supply drop. I am up to 1, 2, 3, 4 supply drops. He's only got 1. And he's getting about 1.8 eco. I'm at 2,100 eco plus 4 supply drops. So I am destroying him in eco now. He actually does have 2 supply drops. So, he's got better balloon popping power maybe right now. You know what I mean? He's got a bunch more stuff for defense. But he's ecoing with purples. And I don't think that is the most beneficial way to eco anymore. I think at one point in time it was. And then they switched up like how that works. So now it's no longer the best way to do it. But you do need to eco with pinks. I'm pretty sure after round 20, you should only be ecoing with pinks for the rest of the game as much as you humanly possibly can. So that's just the FYI, a little bit of pro tip for you guys. From what I've seen, eco with pinks is the best. It was the best in the last big tower defense game, BTD Battles 1, and it's the best in BTD Battles 2. That being said, we're going to keep spamming up these supply drops. I'm just going to keep touching this button until eventually I can afford it, which will happen one day. Now I'm already up to pretty much 3k eco, and I've got supply drops out the wazoo. This is a mistake I may have made. I don't really know if you can say this is a mistake. It's just like, why didn't you do that? So there's a 5th tier, you know, monkey supply drop, like the elite monkey supply drop. I think it's what it's called. I don't go for that until after I've already got like 7+ monkey supply drops, which I could have gone for it earlier. I didn't really think about it, but by going for that, it allows you to get one drop. You just hit the red drop one time, and it drops all of them at the same time, all your monkey monkeys. And the red drop gives you an extra $3,000 instead of 2,000. You get 5,000. So it's super beneficial. I just didn't think to, like, would it be worth it to sell off my other monkey farms to get that one? You know what I mean? It's kind of an interesting way to look at it, but here we are. We have BFD coming out against us right here. Getting towards the end of this game, right round 30, BFD's out. He absolutely annihilated that BFD, unless this was sent to me by him. I don't remember, but I'm gonna annihilate that BFD because I have so much blue popping power. It's not even a big deal. And I got these Moabs right here. These are gonna get annihilated as well. I upgrade my ninja to the master bomber to really help stall some of this stuff out and then make it easier for these sniper farms to do most of the damage. That way, you know, I have the sniper farms. They kind of do additional damage as well, and they're not necessarily the best at popping those things, but they're there. You know, they work. So here we are, able to get that elite sniper up for the extra. You see it right there on the left hand side by the monkey ace, the little red drop. So it's going to drop down all of them at one time and give me a whole lot more money at once. Right here around 32, this is where DDTs and PADs can start to be sent out and be kind of a problem for you. So that's my concern. You know, I'm getting 4 to 5 Moabs coming out. Not a big deal. I kind of have like a pretty good defense at this point. You know, we're kind of set up. We don't really need anything else overall. So I'll go ahead and set down this. I'm making so much money right now. I just set down the ace in the area. Right there you can see in the bottom right hand corner where it says Spectre for the upgrades. Now it says Flying Fortress. So that's what it's called. I believe that's the nickname for the AC-130. Maybe? Yeah, I think that's the nickname for the AC-130. But that's what it is. So the Spectre looks really cool, right? It's just one big old bomb bead of just destruction and like a bunch of arrows with it. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool, right? But it's nowhere near as cool as the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress is like 10 times better aesthetically pleasing to use and call it. So you see how this looks right now. We are about to get the Flying Fortress, and once you see how that looks, you will then agree with me for how cool Flying Fortress is. It's my favorite tower to use. Like the Flying Fortress itself looks awesome. Look at that right there. And I don't have to. I go top path for the cross path because I have ETN, so I can now see camera views. So I mean, it just looks badass. I don't really know what else to tell you. It's just a hailstorm of 3 sets of bombs plus 3 sets of arrows that all fly out at once, and it shoots super duper fast. Once you know, once the blades can actually get out. Blades can't get out right now, but once they can actually get out, it's super good. And they've buffed it. This is a tower that should be awesome. 75 grand. Like, this tower should be badass, and it is. Able to get the master bomber here, so I can deal with anything else. I got the Flying Fortress, so I'm pretty much, now I'm realizing, okay, I'm hitting the point where I'm about to stop ecoing, right? I'm going to hit 5K. I never eco past 5K for any reason at all. There's no point. And somebody's going to die before round 40, right? Either I'm dying or he's dying. We're not going past that. So we're hitting the point where I think I'm gonna have to start sending him stuff, right? Because I'm down by a ton of lives. I'm going to lose, right? So I have to send him things in order to win the game. So he's got a ton of money. He could defend this stuff. I didn't send him like some super crazy rush, but he sent me DDTs, and I immediately destroy them. Super immediately destroy them. I have a great defense right now. There's not a lot you can really send me, but BAD. So I hit him with a BAD, and that's pretty much. He doesn't have enough right now to deal with that. He does not have enough. He needs to build up a lot more defense to deal with that. He needs a lot of abilities. Like, it's just, he doesn't have enough right now. His tower placements are super far apart. There's a lot of cons here. And once I see that it hits this point on the map on his side, I'm just going to all out him, send him nothing but the ball, the bar, the black line of DDT death right there. And he just can't touch those. And it's GG's. So I pretty much controlled that game the entire way through, even though I had less lives. That's just how that works sometimes. You got to sacrifice early to win late. That used to be on one of my t-shirts when I was a kid playing baseball. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for some more BTD battles content until my thumb heals. And it's been your boy Marcus from More City. I'm out of here. Peace.